Okay, Chan Physics, this is just a quick video on how we can get started with the virtual lab for the circuits. And so what I did was I Googled Phet DC circuits up here, and you see the first thing is circuit construction kit. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to get this screen right here. I'm going to click right on the play button. Once I get to the play button, I'm going to go to the lab. So I'll double click on that, and I'll get this screen. So the lab tells you what you want to do, but I just want to show you this video real quick on how you can set up things and how you can pull things around, because it gets a little bit frustrating. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be able to grab the things over here. Okay, so the area we have wires and batteries and light bulbs, resistors, and we can click down here. We can get to some other stuff like fuses and even further a dollar bill. And some of the other stuff that you're going to need, including a dog and a hand. Okay, so that's what we're looking up there. And then up here is just some things that we're going to click on. So the instructions tell you make sure you click on this, make sure you click on conventional, and you also put on values. Okay, and then over here is going to be your tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a circuit. And so to build a circuit, I'm going to grab a battery. I just grab it and pull it out onto the screen. Here's the connection in the red for the back side. Here's the connection for the front side. So now I'll grab a wire. And what we can do with the wires is we can make them longer by dragging one side, or make them shorter by dragging it back in. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to one side of the battery and then pull it down here. All right, so the next thing they tell us to do is grab another wire. So I'm going to connect that and put that there. And then I'm going to grab a bulb and another wire here. So what I want you guys to be careful about is that a bulb actually has two connections. The connection right here is one, and the connection right here is the other. And that's important because what we never want to do is have it connected down here and down here, because then the electricity won't go through the bulb, it will just go straight through. So if we ever make a mistake and connect something, we just click on the spot and we get the little scissors, and so we can disconnect it. Everything disconnects, and now I can drag it and say, okay, I want it connected there. All right, and then I want the other side connected there. So now that's the correct way to hook up a bulb. So now I'll grab a switch and I'll connect it, and then I can drag it to rotate it by grabbing the top and rotating it around. And then I can grab one more wire and connect everything together. So right now nothing is working because the switch is open, and we knew that from our discussion. But now to get things working, we can just click on the switch and close it, and now we can see things working. We've got the current in red going around, and we can see that there's going to be voltages going on because the electrons are going into the battery, they're gaining their voltage, and then they're coming over here and they're losing their voltage right here in the battery, in the bulb, and we see the light is on. All right, a couple last things. Here is your voltmeter. It's like that meter that I showed you before. Remember, black goes on the negative side where the current is going in, and red goes on the positive side where the current is coming out. And so we can see that it's reading 9 volts. Okay, and if we wanted to see what the voltage drop is, because we know that once the electron gains voltage, it's got to lose that voltage right here. Well, we can drag this over here and drag this over here. And the common mistake would be that then put the red side here and the black side here, and we'd get 9 volts. But what we really should see is negative 9 volts. We should see the voltage gain across the battery and then lose across the bulb. And the reason why this is wrong is because we've got the black end on where the current is coming out. Well, the black end should be where the current is coming in. And so all we need to do is switch our probes, put the red there and the black there, and we'll get that negative 9 number that we want to see. All right. Remember, again, if you need to disconnect things, you just click on it. This scissors will happen. We can disconnect them and move them around. And so later on, there's a circuit where you're going to have a gap, and you're going to want to put things into that gap. So let's say I want to put the eraser in there. I can put the eraser in there and then rotate this down like this by grabbing the other end. And now we can see that what's going on there. Okay. All right. I hope this video helps you get through the beginnings of this lab. It should just be kind of an eye-opener for you. Remember that once you do this lab, you should be done for the day, and then you'll have something else on Friday. Hope you guys are having a great time. See ya. Bye-bye.